Hi guys, welcome to 7 Minute Book Review by me. The first book we're going to review is 30 Things You Need to Know Before and 30 minutes you need 30 things you need to know by 30. Eh? 30 things you need to know by 30 and what do okay wait. Okay, so we're going to be doing a book review and that's 30 things every woman should have and should know by the time she turns 30, the time she's 30, by Pamela and the editors of Glarmour, featuring Taylor Swift and other great celebrities. Okay, so this book review will be in 7 minutes. Every Friday we'll be having a book review in 7 minutes, so it's a 7-minute book review. And we're going to review this book because I feel every person should read this book, whether you're turning 30 or you just turned 20 or you're turning 18. Every girl should have this book, and I'm going to read through it. And I feel 7 minutes is too short for 7 minutes won't be enough for to review the whole book, but I'll try to review a section of the book, so I'll go straight into it. So 30 things you should have, I think that's your personal list. You can make your own list of 30 things you should have, but 30 things you need to know. Okay, there are 15 of each. There are 15 things you need to have and 15 things you need to know. So the 15 things you need to have, you can make a list yourself, but the 15 things you need to know, I think, is what I should read. So by 30 you should know. The first thing is by Melissa de la Cruz, and she says how to fall in love without losing yourself. Okay, so this part of the book was based on how a famous story about Jessica in short, but they called her Jessie, or Jessie in short, but her name is Jessica, and how she used to fall in love with everything. Like, she would give herself everything. She fell in love with this guy who was into sports, and she decided she was not an athletic. She was outgoing, she was everything, she was a clean freak, but she wasn't into sports. But when she started she engaged herself into this relationship, she decided to lose herself. She was going for soccer, baseball tournaments, whatnot, like everything the guy wanted. And then when she broke up with him, or he broke up with her, she was devastated. And then she went out with this other guy who's into science. she gave her all again. She changed her hairstyle for him. She would wear uncomfortable costumes for his costume parties, and it was crazy. But at the end of the day, when this guy broke up with her and she had cut her hair and she was looking in the mirror with the costume, a funny costume of Modamo, I don't know, Star Wars costume or something, and she decided oh my gosh, what have I done to myself? And instead of crying or feeling bad for herself, she laughed at herself. And that's one thing she didn't lose, her sense of humor. And you shouldn't lose yourself when you get into a relationship. Learn to have time for you and the time for another person. You're two different people. You don't have to become one, really. Okay, maybe when you get married, but you shouldn't. Just stick to being you and don't lose yourself. Have like 4 minutes left to 3 minutes, and there are like 14 other things I haven't talked about, so I'll only talk about 2 things today. The other one was how you feel about having kids. Okay, I didn't read through this one because I didn't have time, but my opinion on this one is that it's by Rachel Zoo. So I don't know. Yeah, you need to know why you want to have kids, if at all you want to have them. Like, it's really unfortunate that these days most people are not taught about having kids and why. Like, people, okay, kids are adorable, but then are you ready for them? If you bring in children into the world, you need to be financially stable. You need to know how you're going to educate them, when you're going to educate them, and which schools do you take them to? What you're gonna feed them every day? You have to have like a routine. It's not a game to have children. It should be something you should know by 30. And 30 being, because when you're 30, I think, okay, most people who have children after 30 are very successful people, very great women you look up to. Like, if 30, I just feel you're still knowing yourself. And when you get to 30, you will know if you want to have a child or you want to adopt a child. Okay? Okay, so far I'm contradicting the book because according to Rachel's story, she waited for until she was 38, then she decided to have a child. But it's because she really wanted a child, but she said she was a growing child herself, and she didn't really know with the jet life lifestyle she had and career driven she was, if she was ready to put in a child or be a mother. But she decided at 38 that she'll have one, and she said she was envious of the younger people or her friends who entered decided to be parents earlier on, and she said she wished she had done it before so that she would have time to think if she wanted another one or not. But I think and at the end of the chapter she says it's, well, mothering has got different routes. You can either adopt, which is right, or you can be a great aunt and still, and they'll call you mommy, or you can have a child. But on this one, I feel I disagree. You don't really have to have a child when you're young. If you want to, if you're ready for it. Okay, I agree with her. She says, if you know you're ready, then go for it. This has been 7 minutes already. I know I wish I could continue, but next week kindly watch. I'll continue this book review and we'll finish it up next week. 30 things you need to know. 30 things every woman should know and have when they're 30. Yeah, you should look it up, try to read it. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.